If you're a business that has vans or utes with your company decals on it, I just wanted to show you guys an example of, I think, one of the better ones that I've seen over the years. A lot of people squander the opportunity that comes with having your van having the right decal on it. And some people, you're parking this outside of jobs typically, and people are seeing it on the road, and most people don't do it very well. I just want to point out a couple of little things that this might look the same as most vans that you see, but I think they do a couple of things really well. So firstly, you can see here that you've got the Too Fresh logo. It's big, it's bold. You can see it from a mile away. It's got the colored background, so it separates it from the rest of the text. A lot of people just have, white background and text the whole way down, and there's no real separation between the different content areas. So that's good. The second thing is they've got a clear URL, carpetcleaning.com.au. I did find out that this brand actually is Too Fresh carpetcleaning.com.au. So in my opinion, I think that's probably the biggest mistake that they've made here. Is I actually would get a different URL if possible. Maybe just make it carpetclean.com.au or whatever one is available, but one that's easy to remember, because I didn't realize that Too Fresh was part of the URL. That was not clear. The other thing is I really like that they've got carpet, upholstery, leather. They've got the examples of the main service categories that they do. They've got a clear phone number. On the other side of the van, because I saw this driving the other day, this morning, was that they had a QR code just above the front tire. I think that's really good for people that are walking past. They can just do a quick QR code and get that URL. The other thing is that the actual van that I saw on the road was immaculately clean. If you're a cleaning business, it goes without saying that your your van or whatever it is, has to be clean. For me, that was the first time I've ever seen this brand. So I think if you are someone that is in the cleaning game, your vehicles have to be immaculate at all times. For me, that kind of says everything about your own standards and how you may clean my house. They also had custom plates. The one that I saw was a similar plate to this. Wasn't this exact vehicle, but it looked almost identical. I think that's not necessary, but I think that's a nice touch. And also I love that they have A-frames that they put out the front when they're doing any kind of work. It should be very inviting. It should be very clear about what you're doing, so that people, heaps of our clients get work from people walking past, seeing their van or their ute out the front of the jobs that they're doing. You want to make it inviting. We also actually do this with physical location, like healthcare businesses will have that A-frame out on the main road if they are not far from one. So the next thing though is a bit of an issue. The problem here was I go to the website, I had, I guess a good first experience, if you want to call it that, seeing the van, amazing. The website looks shit. That breaks my heart. This text is cutting off. Someone hasn't done the mobile view. I can see it's built by one of those people that build cheap websites. And this is kind of what happens when you go to someone that does a cheap website. So that is quite unfortunate. You can see the text is all cutting off. There's no padding between the header. The logo's too big. There's huge white spaces. It's wasted. And, I don't see social proof straight away. I would love to see, 5-star ratings. If you've got 85 5-star reviews, I'd want to mention that there. Where are you serving? I'd want that all in that top section of the site. So you want the whole ecosystem to look good. So like the van's a good start. You want to make sure the website matches that as well, because people are kind of using several data points to decide whether they should go with you. But I thought you guys might find that interesting in terms of how people present themselves and little adjustments you can make to make your message clearer and ultimately get more people inquiring.